Ladies and gentlemen, this weather has been treacherous. Man, I was looking online. There are so many schools that are either closed or have delayed openings, or they're going to shorten the day. And some places are going to be doing this all week because of the plunging temperatures. I know we're feeling it. And I know many of you are feeling it, especially if you're in the lower 48. It's not too many states where you're being spared. So there is a notable Arctic blast across parts of the US. And, I was looking at footage, and boy, some areas, I was looking at upstate New York. Woo, man, all the snow and the cold wind and everything. So, major cities on the East Coast broke a snow drought. Yeah, because it hadn't snowed in 700 days, I think they said. 700 days. So, other parts of the US struggle with perilous low temperatures that closed schools, cut power, and likely contributed to deaths by cold exposure. New York City Central Park recorded more than 2.54 centimeters of snow in a single day for the first time since 2022. The National Weather Service said, while Philadelphia went 715 days without any snow. Well, that just ended. That just ended. Slightly more than 100,000 U.S. homes and businesses were without power, most of them in Oregon, Texas, and Louisiana, after widespread outages that started last weekend. Portland General Electric warned that the threat of freezing rain could delay restoration efforts. Schools were closed for students in Portland and other major cities, including Chicago, Detroit, Denver, Dallas, Houston, Memphis, Tennessee, across New England. In the Washington, D.C. region, federal office in and around the nation's capital was also closed, with roughly 2 inches of snow that hit the area. The storm and frigid temperatures affected everything from air travel to the NFL playoff games to Iowa's presidential caucuses, and were also the cause of several deaths. At least four people in the Portland area died, including two people from suspected hypothermia. Another man was killed after a tree fell on his house, and a woman died in a fire that spread from an open flame stove after a tree fell onto an RV. In Wisconsin, the deaths of three homeless people in Milwaukee were under investigation, with hypothermia the likely cause. Kentucky State Police helicopter rescued four campers stranded atop of a courthouse rock in Red River, George area on Monday, according to Powell County Search and Rescue, which said the call was one of the most dangerous rescues ever attempted in the George. Yeah, you know what you do? You give those people the bill. There have been warnings about this weather coming for well over a week. If you had to do that kind of rescue because these folks are hard headed, bill them, give the bill to them. Asbury College students were in good spirits, other than being cold, officials said. In Louisiana, state troopers worked all night to get motorists off bridges that had iced over, stranding drivers on a span of Interstate 10 between Baton Rouge and Lafayette, Interstate 210 close to Lake Charles, Louisiana, state police said. Freezing rain and sleet was expected to continue across portions of the southeast. Winter storm warnings were in effect for Lawrence, Limestone, and Madison counties in Alabama, in Franklin County in Tennessee, Southeast, Arkansas, Northeast, Louisiana, and much of Mississippi. Moderate to heavy snowfall is expected in the mid Atlantic, with winter weather advisories in effect in the mid Atlantic into New England, according to the National Weather Service. Another 2 to 4 inches of snow was expected in New York State, 6 to 8 inches of snow expected in upper New England through Wednesday. In the Pacific Northwest, ice storm warnings were in effect through Wednesday morning, and parts of the Cascades into the northern Rockies, 15 to 28 inches of snow was possible. Another day of record cold temperatures were expected across much of the Rockies, Great Plains, and Midwest on Tuesday, with wind chills below -30 extending into mid Mississippi Valley. Wow. It's almost like so many things have come to a standstill. So, air travelers across the country experienced delays and cancellations. The flight tracking service, Flight Aware, said more than 1,300 cancellations were already reported by Tuesday morning on the East Coast. Now, when I went online, I saw more than 2,000 flights. So temperatures were expected to be moderate midweek, but a new surge of cold weather is forecast to drop over the south from the northern plains and Midwest, reaching the deep south by the end of the week. Wow, this is absolutely crazy. Frigid temperatures in the Northeast didn't stop fans from heading out to cheer on the Buffalo Bills at a snow covered Highmark Stadium. All right, so this was up in New York. The Bills beat Pittsburgh Steelers on Monday in the AFC wildcard playoff game that was delayed 27 and a half hours because the storm dumped more than 2 feet of snow in the region. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all tell me what the weather's like where you are, because this is really affecting the vast majority of the country. Now, for us, this is going to go all the way through next Tuesday. And then the weather is going to be getting back to normal for us as of Wednesday. So, boy, I tell you what, it's been a long time since we've been this cold. I think sometimes people think because of where we are, we're used to this. Trust me, even we're not used to these frigid temperatures. you know, teens at night and during the day, you're like in the low 30s and 20s. And I mean, we go through this weather, but it's not continuous. You know, we may go through a few days and then the temperature will just jump back up. Let me know what it's like in your neck of the woods. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Stay warm, family. Peace.